morning, everyone. Morning. Please be seated. I am Jeff Cummins, Interim Dean of the College of Social Sciences. It is an absolute honor to be here today and to welcome all of you to the College of Social Sciences commencement for the classes of 2020 and 2021. To our graduates, you did it. You achieved a remarkable achievement under very extraordinary times, and we are excited to honor all of you. Before we get started, I ask that you please silence your phones and remain in your seats throughout the ceremony. Give you a second to silence those phones. Thank you. It is a beautiful day here at Bulldog Stadium. The Fresno State campus sits in the midst of the San Joaquin Valley, a valley rich in the traditions and representation of Native American peoples and cultures. We are grateful to be in the traditional homelands of the Yokuts and the Mono peoples, whose diverse tribal communities share stewardship over this land. And now I would like to invite you all to join me in unity and to please stand for the singing of the national anthem performed by Katie LeBleu.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Please be seated. My heart is beating so fast. Hello, distinguished guests, loved ones, Bulldog family, class of 2020 and class of 2021. We did it. I want to thank you for the honor of addressing you today as your student body president. Today, we embark on a new journey, a new chapter in our lives, where the decisions will be harder, where the challenges will be tougher, where we will find our purpose in life, and where we will call ourselves alumni of our university. The faculty, shout out to Dr. Macias, thank you for showing me to be proud of who I am. Fresno State is so lucky to have you. Staff, administrators, our peers have uniquely helped each one of us grow. And for that, we are eternally grateful. We have been given the tools to be bold, to embrace our ideologies, and to take pride in our intentions. My name is Elizabeth Rocha Zuniga. My presence on this stage is pretty unlikely. Like several of you, I am a first-generation college student. Yes. Thank you. Coming from a historically marginalized community, a sibling of 3, and a daughter of a single mother. The adversity that I have faced have always, been my motivation. Although we do not share the same experiences, we each have our own stories, and I want to take the time to say how proud I am of each of you. At times, I felt like the world was stacked against me. However, I embraced and found more motivation in these experiences. I'm sorry, okay. Okay. I want to take this opportunity to thank my mom, who is my guidepost for everything. I'm so sorry. Okay. Because without her, I would not be where I am today. And I want to thank God, my family. I'm so sorry. Okay. Myra, I love you. Jeremiah, you are a superstar who loves Godzilla. Tony, who is currently serving our country. And to my partner, Christian, who is my rock. And I know that we each have someone whose embrace makes everything better. Hug them a little tighter because we are graduating in a very unprecedented time. And I have no doubt that we will all excel and persevere in our endeavors. We, the College of Social Sciences, are the leaders that we need in our world. And I cannot wait to see where this next chapter takes us as alumni of our university. Thank you always for entrusting me to serve you. And go Dogs.
Thank you, President Rocha Zuniga, for your inspiring words and for your steadfast leadership. Many of you may not have thought you would reach this point. You may have taken your first Fresno State course and thought you may never pass this class. You may have gotten a bad grade on an exam and thought your chances of graduating were doomed. And then over the last year, pursuing your degree got much, much harder. You've had to contend with a hopefully once-in-a-lifetime global pandemic. Many of you have lost family members or friends, or they or you have become seriously ill from it. Generations before us also had tragic and devastating events that shaped their lives forever. The Great Influenza, World War II, and Vietnam War all changed the course of people's lives in the United States and abroad. And now the pandemic of 2020 has changed the course of our lives. It upended our daily routines and mostly eliminated the face-to-face interactions on campus between you and your fellow students and with your professors, the conversations in the hallways and before and after class, hanging out for lunch or in the library, and of course, commiserating with your classmates about how hard the last exam was. These are the simple, and I might say enjoyable things about university life on campus that were lost over the past year. However, if there's one positive outcome that we can learn from losing that on-campus university life, It is that the absence of these things will provide you with a new perspective and appreciation for them in the future. As you pursue your careers, you may appreciate more going into work in the morning, attending in-person weekly work meetings, and gossiping with your coworkers during a coffee break. Many of you will go on to seek graduate degrees, and maybe, just maybe, you'll put down those cell phones at the beginning of class more often and talk to your classmates sitting next to you, because you couldn't for a year in the pandemic of 2020. Despite the incredibly tough past year, you're graduating with a college degree and stand at a crossroads in your life. Many of you know just exactly what you want to do, and for others, you are still figuring that out, and that's okay. It is important to recognize what you have done. Only 36%, about 1 out of 3 adults, have a bachelor's degree. And for those of you receiving a master's degree, only 13% have a graduate degree. And now you are among them. As you embark on the next stage of your life and career, some of those doubts that you had when you first arrived here may creep up again. Remember that faculty and staff at Fresno State are here to support you even after today. Do not hesitate to drop us a line, a text, an email, a tweet, or to show you how dedicated we are, we can even schedule one more Zoom call. Congratulations, classes of 2020 and 2021. It is now my distinct honor to invite Interim President Saul Jimenez Sandoval to the podium to say a few words.
Social scientist! Let's hear it from you. Welcome to your commencement. I'm sure you noticed that we have 2 very special guests today honoring us. Please help me welcome our very own Chancellor Joseph Castro and First Lady Mary Castro. I have to say this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We don't get the Chancellor at commencement very often. Actually, in my 21 years here, this is the first time, so it's a true honor. And wait till the end of the commencement ceremony because the Chancellor will be conferring your degrees, so it'll be worth it. Yeah, that's right, woohoo! I'm going to begin by saying that the gifts of social scientists are foundational to all of society. All of society needs you. You analyze how humans behave in society, how we relate to each other, and how we acknowledge each other as well. From Africana studies through anthropology, Chicano and Latin American studies, child and family science, criminology, geography and city regional planning, history, political science, sociology, and women and gender studies. That's it. This is your college. These are the social scientists. Your disciplines touch upon the most consequential issues of our society, here and beyond our valley as well. Hence your importance. You are the champions of change, the visionary analysts who will reveal how society can build bridges of understanding and affirm both the dynamic individual and the diverse community at the same time. As you graduate and become professionals, remember that you are the gateway, the bridge to a society that celebrates democracy, diversity, and our will to come together collectively to achieve the height of our human potential in collaborative unity with one another. You are now the ambassadors of the value that comes with a great education, and you hear this over and over because it's true. This is the core of Fresno State. I know that your next steps will reflect the thoughtful and creative engagement that the social scientists are always forging ahead, that the social scientists are always teaching us to be with one another. And I know that you will reinvent society in order to better our world. This is the core of who you are as a college. My wife, Dr. Mariana Nagnostopoulos, a professor of philosophy, we both extend our sincere congratulations to you. And we both have a very deep love for this college because we both believe in your mission and in what you do each and every day. So at this point, give yourselves a round of applause. It is now my honor to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Linda Resnick, Vice Chair and co-owner, who also oversees worldwide marketing, product development, and corporate social responsibility efforts for the Wonderful Company. Throughout her career, as the Wonderful Company's success has grown, so has her dedication to philanthropy. Dr. Resnick personally guides the Wonderful Company's innovative philanthropic endeavors, the heart of which focuses on wide-ranging efforts to enhance the lives of people in the communities where its employees live and work right here in the Central Valley. In 1994, the Resnicks established the Wonderful Education, whose robust education initiatives have enriched the lives of more than 117,000 young people in the Central Valley. The company's health and wellness programs provide free primary care to medicine to 2,500 students at Wonderful College Prep Academy and to 4,000 employees and their families in the Central Valley. This work has achieved notable improvements in health outcomes, including a 51% reduction in prediabetes over the last 5 years. Dr. Resnick understands that a thriving society is built on attacking the cycle of poverty by addressing the social determinants of health. Because of this, the company invests tens of millions of dollars each year into education, health and wellness, and community building in our Central Valley, as well as throughout the island nation of Fiji. Fresno State was a recipient of the Resnick's generosity in 2019 when they made a $10 million investment toward our new student union currently under construction and now named the Linda and Stuart Resnick Student Union. We offer our sincere gratitude and appreciation to the Resnicks. Thank you. Let's now hear from Dr. Linda Resnick, whose video message will inspire us all.
Fresno State classes of 2020 and 2021. Hello, Bulldogs. You did it. You should be proud. Like so many college graduates before you, you worked through late nights, challenging classes, and brutal coursework. But unlike any grads before you, you did it in the middle of a global pandemic. You did it while our country suffered unprecedented political strife. You did it while witnessing strained race relations daily in the media and close to home. You did it while managing social isolation, inconsistent internet, and the needs of your family. This is no small feat. When your family says they're proud of you, it's not an empty platitude. Yes, you did it, and you are about to do so much more. You, the children of the Central Valley, have demonstrated a special resilience, passion, and innate determination that makes me so honored and humbled to address you all today. I know how excited you are to start your new lives, to start doing things your own way. So as you stand at the threshold between observing the world and remaking it, I want to tell you what everyone my age should say to you today. I am sorry. I am deeply sorry for the world my generation is leaving you. We were handed the greatest society in human history, and we ran it into the ground. We treated the planet like an ashtray. We shielded our eyes as we walked past the sight of poverty. We shrugged our shoulders at the health of our people, and we sighed at systemic racism. We kicked the can down the road as our roads crumbled. But there is hope. As we speak, the government is sending out checks to those in need. The new infrastructure bill in Washington will give jobs to millions as we rebuild our highways, bridges, and dams. And the president is working toward a more fair and just society, protecting our dreamers and creating a path to immigration. But the government can't do it all. Trust me, it needs help. So to you graduates who have accomplished so much under such extraordinary circumstances, I am about to ask you to do something else. Please save the world. Oh, I know what some of you are thinking. Do I look like Bill Gates? And others are thinking, I spent the last 16 years of my life in school. Now I've got to save the planet. And still others are thinking, Linda, I can't even get more than 20 views on TikTok. I get it. You have jobs to find, places to see, relationships to build, horizons to chase, and a bucket list of experiences you've put off for years. But I think you're up to it. I believe that you're the generation that can live your lives and save the world. You've already proven it. Last year, 66% of your generation donated to a cause, and this was even though most of you are still in school or just starting in life and may not have many resources to share. By comparison, I'm embarrassed to say that only 54% of my generation, the baby boomers, donated to charities. Not okay, boomers. But your generation has the smarts. You're resilient. You're compassionate. And you're strong. 62% of you are the first in your family to go to college. You've already achieved something historic. In recent years, my husband, Stuart, and I, through Wonderful Education, have helped send 338 students to Fresno State. We love this school. We've marveled at the sight of Fresno State alumni going out into the world and helping to change it for the better. And many past graduates have returned to the Valley and put their good education to work right here at home. We believe in you, Bulldogs, enough to bet on you. Have you heard of the butterfly effect? 60 years ago, a meteorologist, computer model, revealed that something as tiny as the flap of a butterfly's wings in Brazil might start a ripple effect that ultimately causes a tornado in Texas. In other words, tiny things can have enormous consequences. This is also true of actions. Selfless acts can start a domino effect that cascades upward and outward and does tremendous good. Stuart and I flap our proverbial wings as much as possible. We own a healthy food company that produces wonderful pistachios, wonderful halos, and wonderful pomegranates, all grown here in the Central Valley. We also own Fiji water, but as you know, that doesn't grow on trees. I came to the Valley 12 years ago to the little town of Lost Hills and fell in love with the people and the place. I saw spirit and determination. I saw families who love and protect one another no matter what. But I also saw needs that weren't being met and potentials going unfulfilled. So we decided to plan our philanthropic work here. We partnered with the community to see where we could best apply our talents, resources, and passions. And our employees' children needed access to quality education. So we opened 2 wonderful college prep academy campuses, one in Delano and one in Lost Hills. And today we support 165 other public schools throughout the region. The population was suffering from high diabetes rates, so we were motivated to open 4 free healthcare clinics in the area. Our work is never done because community building is a pursuit, not just a goal. We could perform our good works in education, health and wellness, and community building anywhere. Lord knows there's need wherever you look. But we chose the Central Valley of California because this is where our employees live and work, and this is where their children go to school, and this is our community too. It's why we set a simple goal: ending generational poverty in the Central Valley. We want you graduates to work side by side with us, flapping your wings with small, selfless acts, creating the ripple effect that will save the world. Today, we're establishing a $1 million fund to pay you for doing community service. It's called the Wonderful Butterfly Project, and it's solely for you graduates of the Fresno State classes of 2020 and 2021. You will have the opportunity to volunteer for 2 days at the nonprofit of your choice, and when you do, we will send you a check for $500. We will make this funding available to the first 2,000 of you who enroll. In total, it will generate 32,000 hours of volunteer work for our local communities. Can you imagine how powerful that will be? Think hard about your neighborhood. What organizations could use your help? Where could your time and talents make someone else's world a little bit better? The possibilities are endless, and best of all, you don't need job experience to save the world. You just need the passion to do it. And one of the things I admire most about your generation is truly how much you care. It's inspiring to see students like you recognizing needs in their community and taking action to meet them. Let me share a few examples. Alicia Olivares, a UC Berkeley grad who returned to Fresno, helped build an innovative nonprofit called 99 Roots that organizes young people in communities along Highway 99 to participate in social action. She also co-manages a cultural arts space called Fresco that gives women of color and other underserved people a place to share their artistic gifts with the community. Clovis High School student Jay Marahutra Varma started a free tutoring service to help struggling students who may need extra resources but can't afford them. He created tutornirvana.com and now works with other student tutors to help people in over 23 states achieve academic success. Eliza Jane Palu, a member of the Fresno State class of 21, volunteered to plant trees for Tree Fresno, a group that so far has planted more than 50,000 trees in the Central Valley. Eliza kept getting more involved, preparing grant proposals, coordinating community planning events, and becoming a climate change intern. From nurturing artists to tutoring children to saving the environment, your generation is making a difference. I invite you to join them. Go to your place of worship, your YMCA, your library, or your local community center, or go online and let your imagination soar. Do you like to coach, to cook, to build, to dance? Maybe after a year in quarantine, you've realized you're happier talking to animals than people. That's okay. You're not alone. Whatever your interest, I promise you, there's an organization that can use your talents. But don't worry, our website will help you find many great local opportunities. We know from experience that local philanthropy lasts. When you serve in the same place that you live, you build momentum, movements, and relationships that make an indelible mark on your community. Never underestimate the powerful impact you can have in your own backyard. Recently in Kern County, organizers invited community members to clean up the Kern River for a day. High school students joined retirees and families with their children. 150 residents showed up to invest in their community. That's how you start a movement. Now, here's the best part about getting involved. It feels so good. I spent the first 50 years of my working career in business, but I assure you, nothing I did then gives me the joy I now get from philanthropy. It turns out that giving to others is also giving to yourself. And as corny as it sounds, I found myself and my reason for being when I found Lost Hills. We hope that this $1 million gift to your classes will inspire you. We're pretty sure that after experiencing the joy of giving back firsthand, you'll want to make it a habit. To get involved, go to the website we set up, wonderfulbutterflyproject.com. You'll find all the details, along with great ideas of where to volunteer locally. So let's put our butterfly project to the test. Flap your wings, kick up dust, and bring a tornado of change down on anyone who tells you that it's impossible to fix the world. You're the ones who will remake our world. You are the ones who saw stagnation and hopelessness and rose to the challenge. And you're the ones who will take to the air and inspire us all to fly higher once again. Congratulations, classes of 2020 and 2021. Now get out there and spread your wings.
What do you think of that? Pretty cool, huh? So thank you to Dr. Resnick for her inspiring message and heartfelt generosity. So let's recap a little bit, graduates. The wonderful company has gifted $1 million to the classes of 2020 and 2021 at Fresno State. Really, really great news. The first 2,000 students who contribute 2 days of community service with a nonprofit organization of your choice will receive $500. Once you identify the service project you would like to do and confirm your service dates with the organization, apply at wonderfulbutterflyproject.com. That's wonderfulbutterflyproject.com to be assured that your act of goodness will be rewarded. Again, we want to thank Dr. Linda Resnick, Dr. Stuart Resnick, and the wonderful company for their great philanthropic effort at Fresno State. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the Dean of Research and Graduate Studies, Dr. Jim Marshall.
Graduates, it is with great pride that I offer you my congratulations for achieving the significant milestone of graduating from Fresno State, one of the finest universities of its kind in the nation. We are here today to salute you for this outstanding accomplishment. Today marks the completion and celebration of an amazing journey, one which many of you persevered through difficulty and setbacks, especially with the challenges of the pandemic. With hard work, resilience, and firm belief in yourselves, you have stood up as successful graduates and future leaders. As you celebrate with your families, your faculty and staff who supported you on your academic journey, please remember your successes bring with it a responsibility to give back. I encourage you to commit to being civic-minded citizens and strive to make life better for those in your communities, the state, the nation, and the world. Live your lives with service in mind and seek excellence in every endeavor you pursue. Continue to challenge yourself, think creatively and independently, and most of all, never give up your dreams. After today, you will begin another journey. You will face new challenges along the way, but I'm confident that the skills you've learned and the character you've developed at Fresno State prepared you to boldly fulfill your greatest ambitions. My heartfelt wishes for a successful future to all of you. Go Dogs!
Among this year's class of graduating candidates, each college, as well as the Division of Student Affairs and Enrollment Management, have identified one undergraduate and one graduate dean's medalist, earning the highest level of distinction from their college or unit. At this time, please turn your attention to the screens to hear messages from each of our medalists.
Hi, my name is Nubia Garcia. My degree is in criminology with the focus in forensic behavioral sciences, and I am the undergraduate dean's medalist for the College of Social Sciences. The mission of the College of Social Sciences is to encourage us to learn about the world. Whether it is studying different cultures and what it means to be a human, or learning about society, the relationships we have with one another, and our opportunities for advocacy. What brings us all together is our mission to make this world a better place. We study it, we understand it, and advocate for the necessary changes to improve it. Without a doubt, we are one of the strongest groups of individuals. We face so much adversity, however, here we are standing, stronger than ever. We may be 6 feet apart, but we are closer than we have ever been. Each and every one of us knows the struggles and challenges we have faced to get here today. Personally, the hardest thing I've ever had to do was leave my family and move to Fresno. There were many times where I wanted to quit, where I cried because I felt like I couldn't do it anymore. But today marks the end of a difficult but beautiful chapter in our lives. Fellow graduates, to every end, there is a new beginning. I wish you all nothing but the best as our next journey begins. Thank you.
My name is Tracy Arbius. My degree is in history, and I'm the Graduate Dean's Medalist for the College of Social Sciences. Going back to school for my master's was a lifelong dream that became a reality 2 years ago. I chose to study history because it's the best major, but also, like most people who study the social sciences, I wanted to know why the world is the way it is. Not just learning key dates and the names of important people, but I wanted fundamental answers to larger questions. How did we arrive at the here and now? What choices did we make along the way that got us here? Now that I'm graduating, I can readily share in the vein of a true historian that I have way more questions than I did when I started, which is honestly the point of an education. It's the pursuit of knowledge. These past years have been intense, and I'm certain I wasn't alone in feeling like the only way out is through. All of us who are graduating from this phase of our individual pursuits have achieved this amazing milestone, due in large part to the support of our professors, our families, and our classmates. And I'm just personally incredibly grateful to all of those people that helped me out so that I could make it through. Thank you.
My name is James Tovar. My degree is in criminology, and I am the undergraduate Dean's Medalist for the Division of Student Affairs and Enrollment Management. The last couple of years have been a wild ride, but here we are at the celebration of years of our hard work, long nights, and seemingly endless Zoom calls. During difficult times, people often refer to the concept of resiliency to help them get by. Resiliency is defined as the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties, but I like Rocky Balboa's version better. It ain't how hard you hit, it's about how hard you get hit and keep moving forward. Classes of 2020, 2021, we have been hit with wildfires, economic uncertainty, and a global pandemic, just to name a few. But we keep moving forward and hitting back. I think that is what will be said about us in the years to come. The one thing we all share is persevering through unprecedented times and moving forward. I'm sure I can speak for most, if not all of us, that we couldn't have done it alone. Between friends, family, and student affair programs like the TRIO Student Support Services Veterans, we have all leaned on someone during our weakest moments, but only to catch our breath and get right back after the task at hand. I hope all of you continue to achieve your goals, ride out the tough times, and don't hesitate to reach out to those around you for support. Because like Rocky told us, the world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. But I think we have proven to ourselves that we don't need sunshine or rainbows to achieve our goals. Despite the conditions, the classes of 2020 and 2021 make their own path and roll with whatever punches life throws at us. Congratulations, classes of 2020 and 2021. I look forward to seeing what we can achieve next.
My name is Sarah Garcia, my degree is in criminology, and I'm the Graduate Dean's Medalist for the Division of Student Affairs and Enrollment Management. When I look back on my 2 years as a graduate student, While I feel I have learned so much from my professors in the criminology department, I believe that, like many of you, my experiences outside of the classroom among my peers are what I will cherish most and what has provided me with a lens for navigating an uncertain future. Together, we, the graduating classes of 2020 and 2021, built a community and forged partnerships that allowed us to survive and persevere in incredibly harsh conditions. If we were not dealing with fires and evacuations, we were faced with a global pandemic. If we were not facing a global pandemic and social distancing, we were confronted with institutional racism and the need to address state-sanctioned violence against people of color. Yet through it all, we maintained our dignity, grace, and spirit, and refused to be silenced. We collectively survived. We collectively moved forward. We collectively said, no más. As I leave Fresno State with you today, I carry forward, not alone, but with you, and I'm inspired by your tenacity. We are Bulldogs. We will make sure our communities are better because of our bonds to one another. We are Bulldogs. While we are not necessarily the fastest dogs in the race, we are certain to persevere. We are Bulldogs, and it is guaranteed that we will leave here today and we will mark our territory.
Congratulations to both of the college's dean's medalists, and a special congratulations to Nubia Garcia, who the president selected from the 9 undergraduate dean's medalists to receive the President's Medal, the highest honor bestowed upon an undergraduate student. The Fresno State experience is vibrant, exciting, and brings many opportunities for our students. At this time, please turn your attention to the screens for a special video highlighting some of the lifelong memories created at Fresno State. Will the faculty for the College of Social Sciences please stand and be recognized for their contribution? Faculty, please be seated. I will ask you in a moment to turn your attention to the screen as our graduates' names are read aloud. Please be patient until all names are read. This will take about 1 hour. Graduates, once your name is called, please stand if you're able and be recognized. Mr. President and Mr. Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Social Sciences, I present our candidates to you.
Daniela Acevedo, Isamar Acevedo Mendoza, Evelyn Acosta, Luis Adame, Corazon Aguayo, Karina Aguilar, Alondra Quiros Aguilera, Maricela Aguilera, Andrew Akers, Megan Alarkin, Jasmine Alba Guerrero, Neural Hoda Alborati, Adriana Aldorete Rodriguez, Ernest Allen, Lauren Allen, Jessica Alonso, Marcos Alvarado, Mario Alvarado, Wilbur Alvarenga Hernandez, Israel Alvarez, Brianna Lynn Anaya, Brenda Ruby Anaya Garcia, Leonardo Anaya Marquina, Joel Anderson, Liliana Andrade Perez, Anne Antaramian, Teresita Aquino, Mariana Aranzazu, Teresa Arbios, Diane Marie Archangel, Dorian Ariano, Nicholas Ariano, Ermelinda Arenas, Alexander Arriaga Esparza, Nayeli Areola,
Yolanda Sandoval,
Erica Arteaga, Gerardo Arteaga, Kevin Atkins, Grace Augustus, Cassandra Avalos, Tasha Avalos, Alejandro Avendano Leon, Eugenio Avila, Michael Avila, Pedro Avila Gonzalez, Megan Ayala, Thelma Ayala, Walter Ayala, Diego Baez, Fatima Bakri, Clarissa Baldos, Whitney Ballard, Jasmine Baltazar Escobar, Tisha Baniaga, Francis Barajas, Amanda Barba, Julia Barba, Gabriela Barranco Quintero, Julia Barrera, Cindy Barrientos, Samantha Bautista, Jonathan Beasley, Alejandra Bedolla Alcantar, Sierra Bell, Jacob Beltran, Karen Beltran, Annalise Benavides, Italia Benitez, Sarah Benitez, Lady Bernardino Martinez, Mark David Bean Aim, Whitney Blackman, Kelly Blickfeld, Lucy Bobenrieth, Jacob Bowl, Abigail Bond, Jordan Booth, Efrain Botello Cisneros, Malkia Bowen, Julianne Boyd, Victoria Bray, Elizabeth Briano, Vanessa Briseño, Jennifer Breedegum, Becky Brown, Quayira Brown, Christian Bueno, Stephanie Bueno, Dante Bull, Daniel Bustos, Stephanie Butler Sorsky, Ashley Cabral, Manuel Cabrera, Celeste Cabrera Garcia, Israel Calderon, Kylie Calderon, Daisy Camacho, Jacqueline Camacho, Emma Cantor, Aaron Capelong, Vanessa Cardenas, Sarai Cardenas Yanes, Yalixa Carmona, Natalia Carrillo Velasquez, Alejandra Carrillo, Anelia Carrillo, Marisol Carrillo, Vanessa Carrillo, Jasmine Carizal, Dejanay Carter, Tanya Castillo, Salvador Castrejon, Isabel Castro, Joel Castro Garcia, Evelyn Cavazos, Maria Cazares, Dania Cervantes, Cassandra Cervantes, Lisa Cervantes, Sylvia Cervantes, Elizabeth Cervantes Ramirez, Jesus Cervantes Rios, David Cervantes Johnson, Tiffany Chagoya, Shai Chang, Connor Charpentier, Bailey Chavez, Esperanza Chavez, Justin Chavez, Maria Chavez, Nicole Chavez, Karen Chavez Cisneros, Andy Cisneros Rosas, Marisol Cisneros Tellez, Kayla Clark, Edgar Collin, Cuauhtemoc Colazo Munoz, Alexandra Contreras, Ashley Contreras, Jose Luis Contreras. Odalis Contreras. Viridiana Contreras. Alberto Cordova. Jordan Cordova. Stephanie Corona. Aquila Coronado. Alondra Correa. Belen Cortez. Kyle Coulter. Carmen Covarrubias. Jade Cross. Alex Cruz. Alyssa Cruz. Guadalupe Cruz. Alexis Quen. Alia Cuevas Iniguez. Sixmena Cuyach. Destiny DeSala. Lucy Davies. James Davis. Macy Davis. Edgar Deade. Rysel Deade. Lexi De La Mora. Cameron De Leon. Angel De Juarez. Cesar Delgadillo. Fernando Delgadillo. Marina Despain. Antonio Diaz. Destiny Diaz. Natalie Diaz. Tyler Dietz Powers. Tyler Dodd. Luis Dominguez. Luis Alejandro Dominguez. Cheyenne Dominguez. Ryan Duprat. McKay Duran. Valerie Elizalde. Jasmine Elizondo. Laura Ellison Seeger. Patrick Elmore. Sabrina Enos. Luis Escobar. Justine Esparza. Maria Espinoza. Nicholas Espinoza. Yesenia Espinoza. Alejandra Espinosa Garcia. Felicity Esquivel. Brianna Estrada. Nyla Estrada. Robert Estrada. Sergio Fajardo. Sarah Fallard. Jason Fayad. Ethan Fever. Andrea Felix. Agrippina Fernandez. Jacob Fernandez. Crystal Fields. Miriam Figueroa. Nick Firpo. Andrea Flores. Ashley Flores. Desiree Flores, Giselle Flores, Jessica Flores, Julissa Flores, Lisette Flores, Mary Jane Flores, Karina Fonseca, Martin Fonseca, Juan Fonseca Vargas, Alyssa Foster, Fabiola Franco, Regina Franco, Tesla Franco, Natalie Frosto, Catherine Frias, Erica Fuentes, Alyssa Fuentes, Andrew Galindo, Patricia Galindo, Daniel Gallardo, Eileen Gallardo, Jasmine Gallardo, Myra Gallardo, Vanessa Galvan, Elisa Galvez, Mariah Gamboa, Adi Garcia, Alexa Garcia, Eliana Garcia, Elizabeth Garcia, Esmeralda Garcia, Gilberto Garcia, Luvia Garcia, Nuvia Garcia, Rosa Garcia, Samantha Garcia, Sarah Garcia, Ascari Garcia de la Torre, Salida Garcia Lopez, Oscar Garcia Muro, Marina Garcia Gregory, Kayana Garnica, Marcus Garvin, Yesenia Garza, Kelly George, Reza Gazvini, Emily Gill, Stephanie Gill, Sarah Giles, Harleen Gill, Zachary Gilliam, Malcolm Glazier, Monica Goetz, Luis Godinez, Corema Godinez Lopez, Mark Anthony Gomez, Evely Gomez Harkin, Cassandra Gomez Martinez, Yesenia Gomez Tostado, Adriana Gonzalez, Andrew Gonzalez, Myra Gonzalez, Stephanie Gonzalez, April Gonzalez, Araceli Gonzalez, Sidlali Gonzalez, Crystal Gonzalez, Edward Gonzalez, Gilaline Gonzalez, Heidi Gonzalez, Matthew Gonzalez, Mia Gonzalez, Rebecca Gonzalez, Stephen Gonzalez, Selena Gonzalez Andrade, Marco Gonzalez Trejo, Robert Good, Cassandra Guff, Eddie Grajeda, Kaylee Graves, Michaela Gray, Abby Griffin, Aaliyah Griffin, Jason Grijalva, Natalie Patricia Griswold, Jessica Guanzon, Hillary Guerra, Antonio Guerra Ceja, Maritza Guerrero, Lizbeth Anahi Guizar Martinez, Angelica Gutierrez, Aslyn Gutierrez, Daisy Gutierrez, Lizbeth Gutierrez, Rogelio Gutierrez, Ecstasy Gutierrez, Isabel Guzman, Jessica Guzman, Yuriko Guzman, Nancy Guzman, Yaritza Guzman Hernandez, Alondra Guzman Rocha, Ruth Hahn, Hayat Hajjaj, Erica Hall, Chong Hang, Laura Hare, Ashley Harper, Taj Harris, Tyree Haney, Caitlin Hebb, Anayi Hernandez, Cesar Telez Hernandez, Eliza Hernandez, Esmeralda Hernandez, Gustavo Hernandez, Isabel Hernandez, Jasmine Hernandez, Jocelyn Hernandez, Katie Hernandez, Leslie Hernandez, Maricela Hernandez, Nire Hernandez, Sarah Hernandez, Sheila Hernandez, Miguel Herrera, Natalia Herrera, Beatriz Herrera Montano, Kimberly Herrera, Madison Heron, Jimena Hidalgo, Rochelle Hignajos, Emily Hinch, Catherine Hinojos, Ms. Rebecca Pauline Hiora, Chase Hoffhos, Ryan Howarth, Elaine Hudson, Brittany Huerta, Carlos Huerta Silva, Elena Hupe, Christian Ibanez, Jacqueline Ibarra Ochoa, Noel Alejandro Iniguez, Kayla Irwin, Austin Jackson, Brenda Jaramillo Becerra, Christopher Jensen, Amanda Jimenez, Ariana Jimenez, Jessica Jimenez, Sabdi Jimenez Franco, Tesfaye Jimma, Reindeer Johal, Kaylee Jones, Mandeep Kaur, Alnith Kianith, Easton Kirby, Carson King, Chase King, Mackenzie Kramer, Ariana Laguna, Nadine Laguna, Shastina Lara, Myra Lares, Miguel Leal, Yolanda Leal, Maria Ledesma, Adriana Ledesma, Cole Lettington, Lady Lemos Beltran, Reagan Leonard, Tanya Lerma, Rachel Lewis, Nicholas Lindsay, Gerline Litt, Maricela Lizaraga, Brandon Loera, Atavia Long, Alejandra Lopez, Alexia Lopez, Alfredo Lopez, Alyssa Lopez, Brenda Lopez, Cindy Lopez, Isamara Lopez, Jimmy Lopez, Jose Lopez, Kimberly Lopez, Leah Lopez, Leslie Lopez, Marlon Lopez, Monica Lopez, Nayeli Lopez, Priscilla Lopez, Sylvia Lopez, Stephanie Lopez, Stephanie Lopez, Yulisa Lopez, Zaida Lopez, Ricardo Lopez Andrade, Lorena Loza Solano, Jacqueline Luna, Jonathan Luna, Celine Lopez Espinosa,
Wyatt McCagno, Jacqueline Macias, Mariah Macias, Janessa Madrid, Jacob Madrigal, Nicole Madrigal, Savannah Magana, Selena Magana, Vanessa Magana, Yareli Magana, Paula Magaha Lopez, Hope Maiden, Ignacio Maldonado, Jared Maldonado, Jerlene Mander, Vanessa Marr, Maria Maravilla, Vanessa Maravilla, Elizabeth Maravilla Granados, Marlene Marcos Lucero, Alexis Marin, Marcus Marquez, Myra Marquez, Michaela Marquez, Janet Marquez Cruz, Jashandi Marroquin, Jared Martin, Taylor Martin, Leibniz Martin Del Campo, Cindy Martinez, Jasmine Martinez, Jeremiah Martinez, Cassandra Martinez, Marisa Martinez, Natalie Martinez, Nicholas Martinez, Pamela Martinez, Patricia Martinez, Sierra Martinez, Guadalupe Martinez Jimenez, Vianney Martinez Vega, Jessica Mata, Nicholas Matoyan, Yesenia Maya, Robert McGregor, Nicholas McKenna, Keely McPherson, Raquel Medina, Uriel Medina, Jose Medina III, Megan Mejia, Michelle Mejia Gallardo, Alexandria Mendoza, Karina Mendoza, Carlos Mendoza, Ivan Mendoza, Krista Mendoza, Rafael Mendoza Jr., Norma Manera, Isamar Miguel Gonzalez, Morgan Miller, Sarah Mirza, Jacob Meisner, Kevin Meisner, Jeanette Maharo, Leanne Molina, Celestino Montano Rios, Alexis Montejano, Carlos Andras Montez, Rolando Montez, Anthony Montoya, Giselle Montoya, Layla Monson, Adeline Mora, Ayla Mora, Melissa Mora, Sarid Morales, Kareem Morales Sandoval, Veronica Morin Aguilar, Dan Moreno, Paul Moreno, Selena Moreno Valdez, Fidel Moreno Meza, Caddy Morfin, Nathan Morgan, Matthew Morris, Simone Moultrie, Jonathan Eric Mullane, Leslie Ann Murillo, Blake Mustachio, Karandeep Singh, Pauline Nehera, Jennifer Nava Astorga, Alexis Navarro, Caitlin Negretti, Christopher Neal, Emily Neal, Jeanette Nuri Lopez, Heather Newland, Angeli Naye, Holly Namalini, Julissa Oseguera, Esmeralda Ochoa, Mark Ochoa, Valerie Ochoa, Jamim O, Isela Ojeda Martinez, Antonio Olia, Brenda Olivares, Brenda Olivares, Austin Oliveira, Jeanette Oliveira, Esther Olmos, Valentine Ornelas, Adrian Ornelas Padella, Ariel Orozco, Marisol Ortiz, Remy Ortiz, Sol Ortiz, Brianna Ortiz Medina, Kaylee O'Connor, Eliza Jane Palau, Eric Palma Montano, Gina Pander, Leslie Hannock, Sidley Pantoja, Daisy Pantoja, Isabel Pantoja Cerati, Kimberly Panuco Guzman, Ija Parker, Chevelle Parks, Brianna Patterson, Craig Patton, Jasmine Paul, Caleb Paulson, Raymond Paul Wolves, Brandon Peliz, Esmeralda Pelayo Pena, Gordon Pennington, America Perez, Brianna Perez, Davina Perez, Emma Perez, Jaime Perez, Jordan Perez, Justine Perez, Leslie Perez, Rosanna Perez, Lauren Phillips, Monique Pico, Adrian Pimentel, Antonio Pisano, Selena Plancarde, Jaslyn Plasencia, Daniel Plasencia de la Torre, Jocelyn Portillo, Jennifer Pozos, Mary Prado, Shail Prasad, Christina Preston, Paul Price, Jennifer Prudente, Selenia Prudente Ambrose, Brielle Puentes Beck, Gabriela Puga Arevalo, Hannah Casada, Angelica Quintero, Natalie Quintero, Angel Quiros, Tomas Quiros, Ravine Rai, Claudia Ramirez, Isabel Ramirez, Kamari Ramirez, Lynette Ramirez, Lizeth Ramirez, Valeria Ramirez, Nancy Ramirez Lara, Jennifer Ramirez Zumudio, Joanna Ramos, Julian Ramos, Sarah Ramos, Norma Ramos Arredondo, Jose Andres Ramos Lemus, Noah Ray, Megan Ranachias, Shelley Renbarger, Arely Renteria, Guadalupe Renzendez, George Reyes, Robert Reyes, Lisbeth Reyes Gonzalez, Hilda Monique Reyna, Brianna Renega, Balbina Reynoso, Caleb Richards, Perla Rincon Torres, Diana Rios, Mario Rios, Vanessa Rivas Carrillo, Eduardo Rivera, Jessica Rivera Gutierrez, Kenya Rivera Vasquez, Alma Roblero, Moreo Robles, Eduardo Daniel Rocha Zendeas, Elizabeth Rocha Zuniga, Danae Rodi, Angelica Rodriguez, Audrey Rodriguez, Cynthia Rodriguez, Glendora Rodriguez, Jasmine Rodriguez, Jose Rodriguez, Juan Rodriguez, Melissa Rodriguez, Nicole Rodriguez, Robert Rodriguez, Ruby Rodriguez, Elizabeth Rodriguez Rocha, Marissa Rodriguez, Angel Rojas, Ausencia Rojas, Deoshlin G. Rojas Guerin, Antonio Romero, Carolina Romero, Jesse Romero, Mario Romero, Brenda Rosas, Sierra Ross, Alice Rubinos, Ali Ruiz, Jose Ruiz, Linda Ruiz, Rosalinda Ruiz, Daniela Ruiz Arce, Jacob Ruvalcaba, Sadia Saeed, Lizette Salas, April Saldana, Anthony Salinas, Renya Samra, Adriana Sanchez, Alina Sanchez, Brianna Sanchez, Diana Sanchez, Eduardo Sanchez, Jesus Sanchez, Juan Sanchez, Yanet Sanchez, Monica Sanchez Barcelos, Alexis Sanchez Perez, Maria Elena Sanchez Gomez, Montserrat Sanchez Rodriguez, Isaac Sandoval, Jasmine Sandoval, Dorothy Santana, Lourdes Santiago, Juana Santillan, David Santos Garcia, Harjat Sepraj, Samantha Sarmiento, Jillian Skort, Amber Shaw, Jake Shearer, Gagandeep Sidhu, Victor Cifuentes, Cassandra Silva, Delia Silva, Fabiola Silva, Miranda Silva, Esdras Silva Sanchez, Kelly Simmons, Lauren Sinnott, Darla Cizana, Sierra Smith, Megan Smith, Susan Solano, Christina Solberg, Alyssa Solis, Rocio Solis Hernandez, Raquel Sarando, Mishka Sotillo, Andrea Soto, Eric Soto, Susanna Soto, Hannah Stewart, Samantha Strickland, Clarissa Suarez, Hector Sanchez, Sally Tadros, Gabriel Tamayo, Matthew Tan, Simon Tang, Zara Tayahuya Valdivia, Brett Taylor, Janae Tesfaye, David Tao, Mai Tao, Meng Tao, Stephen Tao, Kalyu Thakasauche, Renee Thompson, Lily Thor, Tony Tinoco, Sathida Tor, Alegria Torres, Antonio Torres, Busaba Torres, Guadalupe Torres, Lorenia Torres, Nereda Torres, Robert Torres, Angel Torres Zapata, Giselle Toscano, Gabrielle Tovar, James Tovar, Isaiah Townsend, Tara Townsend, Guadalupe Troncosco, Sabrina Trujillo, Angelica Trujillo Lopez, Carlos Urbano, Monica Urbina, Lauren Urzua, Erica Valadez, Benny Valdez, Jenna Valdez, Naomi Valdivia Villagrana, Marlene Valdivinos. Tiara Valencia. Emmanuel Valencia Bautista. Moses Valenzuela. Jairo Valladolid. Anna Vang. Jerry Vang. Mai Lee Vang. Nathalie Vang. Nathan Vang. Saba Vang. Sure Lub Vang. Ernie Vargas. Isaias Vargas. Vanessa Vasquez. Andrea Vasquez. Cecilia Vasquez. Gabriela Vasquez. Jasmine Vega. Leslie Vega. Melissa Velarde. Derek Velasquez. Oscar Venegas Chicabo. Jose Vera. Jose Verduzco. Sandra Verduzco. Jeff Vieira. Zachary Vicjord. Jessica Villalba. Eva Villalan. Yesenia Villarreal. Jacqueline Villaseñor. Jacqueline Villaseñor. Melissa Villegas. Sahian Villegas. Riley Vincent. Valerie Virgin. Amy Vu. Pachia Vu. Tristan Villuori. Megan Wolitis. Casey Weber. Taylor Wesley. Mason West. Carrick Wheatfall. Sarah White. Cameron Whitley. Harold Williams. Kai Williams. Jessica Wright. Kajai Xiong. Mai Xiong. Maiioula Xiong. Nancy Xiong. Vu Xiong. Yanni Yanez. Meishit Yang. Ryan Yang. Shua Yang. Zulaya Yang. Forrest Young. Christopher Saldana. Miranda Samaripa. Genevieve Zamora. Joshua Zamora. Zehi Zamora. Maria Zamora Villaseñor. Vivian Samudillo. Ira Zanuck. Jaime Zaragoza. Salvador Zaragoza. Alondra Zarate Zavala. Daisy Zavala. Cynthia Zuniga.
What do you think of that? Congratulations to you all. Amongst our distinguished family who are here supporting our graduates, I see world boxing champion Jose Ramirez right there. Thanks for being here. All right, graduates, are you ready? Can't hear you. Are you ready? It is now time to commence with conferring of the degrees. It is my true honor and pleasure to welcome a visionary leader we all admire, Dr. Joseph I. Castro, Chancellor of the California State University.
Thank you, President Jimenez Sandoval. Good morning, College of Social Sciences. Mary and I are excited to be back here with all of you in Bulldog Stadium to celebrate this incredible accomplishment. And I'm honored to join you in conferring the degrees. So President Jimenez Sandoval, please proceed with the graduate degrees.
Thank you, Chancellor Castro. Graduate degrees signify the completion of a period of advanced study and research. The candidates are recommended by the College of Social Sciences, have met the requirements of the Division of Research and Graduate Studies, and the trustees of the California State University. Will all the candidates for the master's degrees please rise? Will the families and friends of the master's degree candidates please rise as well? Chancellor Castro, it is my privilege to present to you the candidates for the master's degrees in social sciences. I now ask you to confer upon them the degree for which they have qualified.
Upon the recommendation of the graduate faculties, the Dean of the Division of Research and Graduate Studies, the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, the President of California State University, Fresno, and on the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I hereby confer upon you the graduate degree appropriate to your field of learning, and with the greatest pleasure admit you to all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Please place your hoods over your head.
Bravo. Please be seated.
Sorry.
Chancellor Castro, I present to you the candidates for baccalaureate degrees as recommended by the faculty and Dean of Social Sciences. Will all of the baccalaureate social sciences degree candidates please stand to receive your degree? Will the families and friends of the baccalaureate social sciences degree candidates please rise as well? Chancellor Castro, I ask that you now confer the appropriate degrees on those who have met all of the requirements for graduation.
Upon the recommendation of the faculties, of the deans, of the provost and vice president for Academic Affairs, the President of California State University, Fresno, and on the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I take great pleasure in conferring the appropriate baccalaureate degree upon all candidates listed in the official records for these exercises, and of admitting you to all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Bravo.
Graduates, please remain standing. I am now happy to invite you to participate in the turning of the tassel, a special commencement tradition signifying your transition from student to graduate. You may now shift your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left.
Congratulations, graduates. You are now alumni of Fresno State. Please be seated and enjoy this short video from your alumni community.
Congratulations to the classes of 2020 and 2021. You've successfully completed your college experience, leaving with a lifetime of memories. We want to offer special recognition to our senior class donors. In the past 2 years, 1,278 students have donated over $31,000. Thank you for supporting your fellow students. As the Fresno State Alumni Association Board President, I'm honored and excited to welcome you to the Bulldog alumni family. You are joining a group of over 300,000 Fresno State alumni who are making a significant impact in communities across our valley and the world. A few of them have a message for you.
Congratulations to the class of 2020 and 2021.
Congratulations, graduates, you did it.
Congratulations, graduates of 2020, 2021.
Congratulations, you did it! Go Dogs!
Congratulations, class of 2021. Go Dogs!
Way to go, Bulldogs. Congratulations and welcome to Alumni Life.
Congrats, grads. Go Dogs!
Congratulations to all of the 2021 Fresno State graduates. Go Dogs!
Congratulations, you did it!
Congratulations, the Bold Dogs.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. Go Bulldogs!
Way to go, Fresno State class of 2021. Good luck on your next adventure.
Congratulations on your well-deserved success.
Felicitaciones y los mejores deseos para su próxima aventura.
Congrats again, Bulldogs, on your huge achievement. The sky is truly the limit.
You have done exceptional. Congratulations.
You are now a bold Bulldog for life. Congratulations and go Dogs.
You did it, Bulldogs. Congratulations.
Two more little things. First, let's thank our Chancellor Castro, and First Lady for coming here and honoring with us on this very special day. Thank you again. Now let's see how much we can cheer our graduates. Family, friends, staff, alumni, everyone here. Our graduates stay seated, but the rest of us will cheer you on. How's that? 1, 2, 3, let's cheer them on. Once again, congratulations, classes of 2020 and 2021.
Please stand for the singing of the Alma Mater by Katie LeBleu. Afterwards, stay in place until the President's Party has exited the arena. The platform party and graduates will exit next, along with family members and guests. Graduates, I asked you to exit the arena by going up the ramp behind you and to meet your family and guests at your vehicles. In an effort to mitigate health and safety concerns, please proceed directly to a stadium exit, avoid gathering in groups, and maintain social distancing at all times. Fresno State alumni and guests, we look forward to seeing you all at Homecoming 2021 in the fall. Go Dogs!
Let us in song our voices raise, in cloistered chords to sound thy praise. Each voice and heart that sings is true to thee, O cardinal and blue. To thee our hopes and memories, to thee our hearts and loyalties. Thy sons